What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Took me a second to figure out, like, what are we doing? And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. We did some, I hunted some bounties at the start of this one before we get into the actual, before we get into the story. My cats are walking around my office sneezing right now. And I feel bad for them, because it tells me I need to clean my office. It's so dusty in here.
A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew.
Yeah, these couple are pretty easy. This one is a group hunt. There's a whole bunch of wolves, obviously. Excuse me. Not a lot to say here with these beginning bits. now that I think about it, sorry, I just had an epiphany. I saw this last night. Apparently Sucker Punch announced, I guess this is the perfect time, well, you know, we're just kind of doing some generic stuff. Sucker Punch announced their sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. It is, I think I saw somebody in a comment saying it takes place like 400 years after the original Ghost of Tsushima, which makes sense, because, I mean, as much as we all love Jin, there's really not much more to do with his story. He's already pushed back the Mongol invasion on Tsushima and everything, so essentially what they're doing is they're keeping the Ghost of as the, you know, as the title for the game. Because I think this one is Ghost of Yatai, or something like that. I need to see it again. But it's Ghost of, so essentially they're telling different stories of different times throughout Japanese histories. I guess what they're going with. I saw the trailer. All it showed was a whole bunch of, oh my gosh, a whole bunch of scenery and stuff like that, so there's not much. We know that it takes place in the early 1600s up near, because of Yatai is around Hokkaido, so we're gonna have some snowy areas. It's gonna be, I believe, right at the start of the Sengoku Jidai, so right at the start of the Warring States era, as Tokugawa is coming into power and everything, so it's going to be a really cool time period. The trailer focused a lot on wolves, so I'm guessing the main character has got some sort of connection with wolves, or their family does. She, yes, female main character, which doesn't bother me. I don't know. I feel, again, it really irritates me that we are in a place now that I have to say that. That I have to say, doesn't bother me that there's a female lead character, because we've gotten into this world right now where me and other people are like, oh, they're doing this to meet certain quotas or whatever. And I'm sure some people would ask, oh, well, you say this is the Assassin's Creed Syndicate, or Assassin's Creed Shadows is just trying to meet quotas, but this isn't trying to meet quotas? Yeah, because I played the last Ghost. I played Ghost of Tsushima, and it didn't play around with quotas or anything. It was a pretty solid game that really wanted to do right by the history, while Ubisoft has not shown me that degree of care. So yeah, you're right. I don't think that this is just a grab for inclusion. I think they're actually trying to do something. I don't know. They're just trying to tell a story. So I don't know. I'll give it a chance. Let's see. So the main character also has a I don't know the name of the instrument, but it's a stringed instrument across her back, so I'm curious what they're going to do with that. She uses a two-sword style, which is really interesting, so we're going to have a lot of that, but all in all, it just looked like more Ghost of Tsushima, and I'm pumped for it.
Your work here is done.
I still want to know why he's carrying around a giant cannon. Like, how's that going to help you? Yeah, this one doesn't end well.
Thunder. This beast isn't to be trifled with.
You know, looking back on it, I did better than I...
Failed.
Oh, there it is. I did better than I thought I did. Alright, on to the story. Gosh darn it, buddy. You can sit there. Just sit down. Stop being a butt. Like flipping cats, man. Stop biting that. That's metal.
Sounds like thunder.
My gosh.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a
Now he's
cliff.
biting me.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is? Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Simp.
Hey?
Simp.
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day. So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants' District,
while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Apparently my cat says I am perfectly clean right now. He was sitting here trying to give me a bath. And he's stopped now, and now he's moved on to himself. I wish I could bathe myself like he is. I'm impressed.
They've been routed.
So we're fighting orcs, huh? What is this, insert Helm's Deep joke.
They're wearing one.
Go away, Windows security. Though it's nice to know they didn't find any abnormalities. No, you don't sit on that desk. You sit on this desk. Here you go, little guy. Alright, he has been removed. Now he's sitting out in the hallway looking at me going, "What? Why would you do that to me?" Oh, now he got distracted by something. Probably his tail. Yeah, people always look at me like, "Oh, why do you love cats so much?" I love how goofy they are. Everyone's like, "Oh, dogs are so great." I'm like, yeah, dogs are fine. I love my dogs. But my cats, I don't know. They're great little guys.
There's nothing but monsters here.
Now he ran away, chased his brother. I did. I went backwards. As I was running this way, I was like, this doesn't look right. Wait a minute. And this is where it clicked. I'm like, oh. I'm back at the start. If I was a better editor, I would have put a funny song over this, but I'm not. I don't get it. I don't get why they make you press the button to open doors. I don't get why.
Joshua and Jill must be busy. Time to fight. Where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside. Where are they? These creatures. Does Optimus reach extend this far?
You've caused quite the commotion. But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard, and you will yield.
I really love that art. There's something about that armor. It's super basic, but it's got a really good design. I mean, I've said that about pretty much this whole game. Is this game is very much a lot more low fantasy than a lot of Final Fantasy that we've seen. You know, this is very much more a medieval world. This is very much more, I'm not going to say grounded, but it's a lot different from other Final Fantasy games we've seen, especially in the recent era. But just the armor and the knights and everything, they went back to a very simplistic, very realistic design. But in doing so, it looks so fucking cool. Also, yes, it's cute. His name is Sleipnir. That was Odin's horse in Norse mythology.
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Muthos.
And again, more Norse mythology stuff.
Yes! Yes!
Don't know why I just shot that up into the sky, but it did.
One is seldom enough. Would you not agree?
Actually, I wouldn't.
Enjoying yourself?
Such dodge, so mega.
Give me more!
Okay, don't say that like that. That's disturbing.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Now stab him.
Clive!
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharn, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Get back.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Try it.
Try it. Ignite myself and run at him screaming. That's very anime of you, Clive.
You are as weak as all the rest.
Joshua!
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry! Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Will he be alright?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. Alright?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
'Tis no trouble carrying comestibles to my ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You got mad or something?
Wouldn't go that far.
Clive!
You're awake. My boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon. Jill will be with the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings...
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose you might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
All right, my dudes. Excuse me. Looks like we are at the end of this one. I want to say, as always, thank you so much for watching. Social media down in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you all in the next one. But until then,
Right.
I'm out.
Gav said that Otto might know something.